Hello. So today's Tuesday, the 8th of December. I'll be going home on Thursday, so I thought I'd get this done before Christmas. And I start working from home for about a week. Um, so this one will be a bit more, well, it'll definitely be more organised than any of the other ones I've done, I think. I'll be going over uh, essentially the form I fill out for my placement tutorial. And that this would be my last one, so I did this for my placement tutorial last Thursday. And basically, what that should hopefully do is give a good overview of how these last few months have gone, and just generally the whole term, and all that stuff. There's also got the SMART goals in there, which I don't think I've gone over before. So it'll kind of it's a bit of weird format, but I'll kind of go through it as it is. Here we go. Let's see. So hours per week. Yeah, so I still do generally on average I stick around to 24. However, I don't compared to the start term, I've just not been recording it just because it's a lot of effort, and I work quite flexible. I work quite flexible hours, and I'm constantly monitoring social media, even bits on the weekend as well. I'm doing bits on Fridays, and whenever else I can give that time. I'm not overdoing it on that. It's more to do with what I can give basically. So generally on the 24 hours is generally a good average of the time I do, but I don't record it. Again, I've been doing the hours at Shop Mobility as well, so that's added to it as well. But I won't be able to tell you the average amount of hours I've done over the last few weeks. So but 24 hours generally a week. Okay. General well-being, concerns with accommodation. No concerns there because it doesn't apply to me. Any other concerns with welfare? Not really. I think we're all in the same boat at the minute with coronavirus, and it's a bit shitty the situation we're all in, especially I mean, yeah, students are in a generally shitty situation. Not generally the most shittiest, but still shitty. I think we're all in the same boat, and I'm glad to be doing a placement year this year. To be fair, and I got a lot better. So that's welfare. Going on to work placement, job role. How are you progressing within your placement? Yeah, so I said I'm progressing well. I feel part of a good team, a valuable asset that I'm contributing a lot. I feel comfortable moving forward with what I've got planned myself, and what they've got planned, and taking that through to Christmas and beyond. And yeah, I'm still finding it all interesting, with plenty of exciting ideas upcoming that I've talked about before, and I'll go into more depth in the new year. Next one was, do you have the opportunity to learn new skills? So what I said here, and I discussed this in my placement session, is actually in my tutorial session, is that I think a lot of the skills I'm not necessarily not necessarily gaining new ones, but I'm developing old ones because this line of work. I've worked with loads of people. I've worked with people with disabilities before, and I've done the whole campaigning stuff before as well. So it's very much kind of developing those kind of skills. I've gone here to list them. So kind of being self-aware, analytical, creativity, and being competent in Microsoft Office and those other kind of hard skills. And general professionalism. I don't know, but I work quite casually in our workplace. When we're in the workplace, or just generally when I'm working out, we work quite casually anyway, and that's just the nature of our work, and it's just generally the nature of a lot of work in this sector. However, there's still a sense of professionalism when you're talking to teachers, therapists, the people that make decisions and all that. So there's a general level of professionalism when you're going to meetings and that kind of stuff. How are you progressing against your learning objectives? Okay. So I've said here, let me actually go through the learning objectives or the SMART goals, because I'm about to tell you through them for each one. So for me to explain the SMART goals, just in case that gives me extra points. So SMART goal stands for specific. So the goal has to be detailed and have enough information to it. Measurable, so you have to be able to there has to be a way to measure the achievement. Attainable, so it has to be possible and realistic. Realistic, which is R, and timely, so it has to be kind of attainable, realistic in that time frame. So all makes sense and straightforward, I hope. So objective 1 I put as successfully. I've not really put these in order of importance of achieving them either, so that'll be kind of all around oddly. So successfully network to create new contacts for the future that will enable careers, opportunities, employment, references, and personal/professional development. These contacts shall be created by the end of my placement in May 2021, where I shall have at least 5 contactable individuals with a way to connect with them in the future, such as through email or LinkedIn. I feel pretty confident with this one. I say I haven't completed this one necessarily yet, but already through my placement, I've got a number of people who I work alongside. So they're all potential people I can, they're already kind of in my network. And then I'm also communicating with a load of people outside our charity, so teachers, therapists, psychologists, other charities as well. So they're all aware of me and the work I do. So in a sense, I've kind of built some form of network. There's something there, but it still needs building and developing and all that, and that will happen over the next few months as well. But I've not just been building my network in the sense of at Dynamite, at my placement, but also in the work I do within societies, at the union, just in general activism and all that. I think through all the work I do with SAD for Racism and all that, you find different connections and You know, it's surprising when you're doing stuff at the union, and then surprisingly you find a connection with that at Dynamite and whatever, and you know you tend to bump into the same kind of people, and you know there's loads of networks all around that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's definitely you know I think that's definitely going to be achieved. No doubt that's going to be achieved by um, by May, my deadline next year. Um, and I mean, a lot of these will be subject to whenever I do finish, so because I just don't know that yet. Um, so objective 2, gain practical skills and knowledge in working within the third sector to create a professional working relationship with local government, local authority, understand the foundations, the boundaries of non-political lobbying, apply what I have learned through the second year community development module in let me read that again. Apply what I have learned through my second year community development module in applicable aspects of the placement, such as in co-production, which is really important for what I do. Understand how to effectively work with services to drive change. I hope to achieve this progressively by the end of my placement in May 2021. Yes, that's definitely going to be achieved by then. I think a lot of it's kind of just learning and all that. So with this, I think really what I've learned is that actually it's not about kind of going against them, but it's working with the local government. You know, with whatever struggles you're facing, like you've really just kind of got to keep going, push them. And in a way, you've got to kind of work on what's important for what you're doing. There may be many other things that say the local council are doing that you don't agree with. However, we're working with them on these particular issues. Given that our work does span a lot of issues, but there's a certain focus we have to take. So yeah, you have to keep these things you've got to keep in mind, and there's definitely some kind of frustrations there, tensions maybe, but you know that there's always going to be some kind of tensions there, but it's the stuff you've got to work through really. Objective 3, become proficient in basic hard skills for the workplace: Outlook, Microsoft Teams, Excel, Outlook or email, and phone etiquette. Report writing, Zoom, team projects, time management, planning, target setting. I hope to achieve this by January 2021 once my projects are in full swing. I've definitely achieved all this. Let's see. Outlook, Microsoft Teams, yes, all very simple now to me. Excel, again, very simple. And with a lot of this is a bit weird because I used to use this back in school. I even got I even got a qualification at DIDA or something stupid like that. That became completely like obsolete the year after I took it. But yeah, now I'm really familiar with all this now. Email, it's all fairly simple emails, and you get the basic gist once you're sending them. And again, there's a sense of it's not as professional as say working in a bank or business or whatever, an office, whatever. But yeah, there's still stuff you've got to do, and say phone etiquette. I'm not really using the phone, to be honest. Might come. It's just not needed at the minute, basically. Maybe in the future, maybe not. Whatever. Report writing, yeah, simple. Zoom, I've been all over Zoom, looking at Zoom accessibility and all that. So that's yeah, that's all there for me. Team projects, yeah, constantly working on them. Um, Time management, yeah. With time management, I guess the only thing is kind of procrastination, and that's not helped by being at home, working at my desk here when my bed's right there, and there's tons of other stuff around me, and um, you know, it's um, it's not the best environment, but um, yeah, time management can be difficult, but um, I hope that will change in the new year when we can work from different places and all that. But yeah, that's that really, and it's not something I can really change. Um, Planning, yeah. Target setting, yeah. I mean, target setting is fairly. I'm good at. I'm fine with all that. Planning, target setting, like sticky notes and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I can do that. All good. So yeah, that's that one achieved. Um, Objective 4, build confidence in both myself and my abilities to effectively work with others and make decisions regardless of the difficult circumstances. I'd like to build this up throughout the year, which will support me in challenges that arise, make decisions in a courageous manner. Yeah, generally I'm not the most kind of confident in myself and the decisions I make. I'm still a pretty indecisive person and all that. So, yeah, I mean, that's always a difficulty with myself. But I mean, um, as I said before, I'm becoming a lot more, I guess, a lot more self-aware um, through doing this placement. And I guess I'll talk about that one another time because that's quite big as well for myself. But yeah, um, um, but yeah, I mean, I feel confident that this one about confidence is going to be achieved basically um, by the end of the year. And again, it's just um, it's just something I got built up. And I guess it's always one of my challenges in life. But yeah, not to get too deep. Objective 5, strive by. Okay, this is going to be this is kind of the general one I'm taking anyway. Objective 5, strive to be by the end of my placement to have left a mark / impact on the organisation that is the best, as in on the organisation that is in the best interest of its users. One way I hope to achieve this is through consultation with young people to bring more members to our group. The necessity of this, I believe, is big, and so I'm able to get around 15 new members to be recruited by myself. I was needed to keep both our group representative possible, also to present the withdrawing of funding from activities in local authority which will risk the group's survival. This shall be completed by April 2021 with a midterm review in December / January. Yeah, this is a difficult one. Like getting new members can be difficult, and still working on that. We kind of got like 2 or 3 new members now since I last wrote this, and I think if anything, it's the whole quality over quantity thing. So, whatever I get by the end of the placement, I think what will be most important is how engaged our new members are in the different activities we do. The more engaged, the better. But yeah, let's see how it goes. As for a midterm review, I mean, I've wrote something up. It's nothing, that big, but it's just kind of reflecting on what I've already done and how I can improve. And yeah, I'm taking that into what I'm doing next in January, February, and that, just to improve the kind of recruitment aspect of it all. But yeah, that's YouTube by April. So yeah, I guess it'll be partly achieved by then, but in that exact word in it may not be achieved. But I mean, let's just see how it goes. I'm not gonna, best not to say anything at the minute. I'd say, yeah. So that, yeah. So those are the objectives, and as I said, objective 3 on the hard skills I've achieved, and the other ones are well on their way to be completed. So let's go back to this. Am I enjoying my placement? Yes, still enjoying it. Yeah, I say this every time, but I don't have a lot to. I've never, I've not done a lot compared to this. So it's hard to compare, but to enjoyment, but not to get too philosophical, whatever. But yes, I'm enjoying it, and finding it interesting, engaging. Like everything I do is so fascinating, and I'd love to take this into a future career. Maybe I don't know, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. Let's see what else. Workloads. Are you managing your workload? Yes, I've come to workload basically, and what I can do, I do. What I can't do, I don't. And that's essentially it. What strategy am I doing to achieve this? So what strategies am I using to achieve this? So putting deadlines in my planner put there. But calendar was the Google Calendar, just telling me when I need doing stuff. And I normally have done it by then, and I don't have many kind of long-term deadlines at the minute. Maybe in the future. Well, I guess I got this kind of event in February, but that's kind of like doing little bits, as they come. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, just plan ahead. Kind of general kind of note taking, writing stuff down, all that stuff helps. Support / communication. Do you feel supported by your host / employer? Yes, very well supported. I get along with everyone I work with. My colleague. There's no general concerns there. And I said it before, but or I said in my tutorial, but like where we work is again extremely casual. I don't necessarily have a manager. We all work on stuff collectively together. Nothing is of more importance than I guess some things are more important, but the general outcome is going to have a good impact on everyone. Yeah, that's what I've said there about having a supervisor. Do I need any sort of help or support from support stuff? No. Okay. Placement, portfolio. Okay. Are you clear about the assessment requirements? Yes, it seems pretty straightforward, to be honest. I thought it's labelled as a report, but it's literally just a yeah, it doesn't seem too bad, so yeah, I'm fine with that. Due by the 29th of January, I think. After Christmas, I might do a so I'll be writing this over Christmas in the next few weeks. So I guess I'll talk about it in a video in the new year. Confirm submission method and deadline. Yes. So yeah. So this is the placement diary. If you didn't already know, and the deadline is probably sometime. Hold on. June. there you go. Um, Pretty sure. Hang on. Let's see, diary. Yeah, June. Yep, so that's the placement diary. Here's the comments, no. I'm just going to read Otis's comments. My placement tutor, Otis. Elliot's working from home and feels like he has developed and enhanced skills like his set to achieve. Elliot's confidence that he will meet all his objectives by the end of the placement. No issues identified, and that's just going to be for whoever's marking all this, I guess. Which may also be you watching. So yeah. So yeah, I thought this would be good to kind of go over. And I'm glad it's a bit more. I hope it was seemed a bit more structured than my usual kind of rants or whatever I've done over the last few weeks, and that. Yeah, I think I've kind of done a good amount of these too over the last few weeks. I'll, of course, continue doing them again in the new year. Yeah, I hope I've done enough of these. Like I did a few ahead and that, but yeah, I think I've done enough for. It was every 2 weeks, so I think I've done enough. But yeah, I think that's all that basically, and yeah, it's good to kind of talk over all that. So, oh, what are you doing? Okay, go away. Yeah, good to talk over all that. Go. And just so I guess for it works for me as well to know I'm clear on what that all means for me and what I've got to do in the future, and all that. But yeah, that's that from me. As I said, going home on Thursday. I'll be working that afternoon. Then Uh, I'll be working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. 2 weeks off. Do a bit of my own work during that time. Whatever housework I need to do. I've got some paid work lined up. Just general Christmas stuff. It's also time for me to be at home and all that. I'll be at home probably for about another 2, maybe 3 weeks after that. I don't want to stay around. Sounds bad. I don't want to. I want to get back to uni as soon as I can, really, and that will be about 20th of January. I don't know. They're telling us at the minute it's going to be February, but definitely not February. No way. I'm going back in February. Too late. Way too late. That's just no. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's kind of it before Christmas. I mean, I could have another big rant, but yeah, I'll leave it all there. See you soon.